Hey there. So today what we're going to be doing is a little ritual that I have been doing for I don't know how long. It's been like at least 10 years. My best friend put me on this and then I started doing it. It didn't happen overnight, but over time I began to firmly believe in this method. So without further ado, in lieu of the new moon, we're going to go ahead and make some new moon abundance checks. And guess what? All you need is paper and something to write with. Just a little disclaimer here. Even though I firmly believe in making abundance checks, I will say that this is not a guarantee that abundance will come into your life. This is more of a, like, you have to believe in it. If you don't believe in it, like, nothing would ever come to you. How could you ever have something that you didn't believe you could have in the first place? I like to think of this as like a little guideline to kind of prep your mind to start thinking about the things you actually want. Before we go ahead and start making our checks, there's probably a couple things you might want to do. Like, for days of the new moon, I like to really get into my spirituality. I like to get into my mindset, a positive mindset, and a mindset that will allow me to manifest the best possible outcomes for myself. So, a few ways to do this would be meditation, journaling, which I like to do in the morning when I first wake up. I don't know why, but those creative juices just flow, girl. They just go. Another thing you could do is like a self care day, meditation, yoga, anything that makes you feel really good or makes you feel like opens your body, your soul, your mind up. So take some time to really think about um, what you're grateful for, and not only what you're grateful for, you got to kind of think about what is it that you want. You can't ask the universe for something if you don't know what it is that you want. If you're not really interested in learning how to make these abundance checks by hand, well, I got you, girl. I got a whole video on it, on how to make abundance checks just using Canva. And I'll be sure to post that right here. Without further ado, let's get started. First thing we're going to want to do is make a rectangle for your check. I like to make mine a little big because I write kind of big. Alright, and then from here in the corner, in the top left corner, I usually write my checks from the universe. And I usually write something along the lines of Infinite Universal Bank. And then I'll put something along the lines of in every galaxy everywhere. Alright, from here, what you want to do is you want to write the date at the top, on the top right. So I just usually do date, well, if you're calling the check done. And then next we need to write pay to the order of. Alright, now that I have the front of my check done, for the date, I usually like to put every day, but you can also put now, and you can also, if you have a specific date in mind, you can put that date. And then obviously you will put your name here in the pay to the order of. In the dollar amount, I will usually write paid in full. But if you, once again, just like the date, if you have a specific dollar amount that you are looking for, write that in. This is your manifestation. So you wrote paid in full here, and just like on a regular check, you would write paid in full down here. The memo area, you can leave that blank, or you can put what you're wanting. Like usually what I want is good health, and financial abundance. And then in the part where you have your signature, you're going to go ahead and not sign your name, because this is not a check that you are issuing out. This is a check that you are cashing from the universal law of abundance. So what you do is you sign however you want the law of abundance. And then one thing I like to put on mine is like a little success sigil, and I'll write it like $, and then cents, and then $. And then now that we have our check, the front of the check is all made out, right? So just go ahead and flip that piece of paper over, write another square. It doesn't have to be completely lined up with the rectangle on the front. And then you want to put your 3 lines, and then you're obviously, this is where you put your signature because you're the one cashing the check. And then if you want anything else, this is where you will put what you're wanting. And then from here, you can store your check either in a place like your wallet, or if you have like a citrine stone or any type of crystals that are really good for manifestation, I would set the check in the window up under the crystal and just let it do its thing. Put it in your wallet if you want to. I don't know if I said that already. Just put it somewhere safe, because on the full moon, which I don't know the date, but I'll put it in the video. On the full moon, I'm going to post a video and we're going to go ahead and burn our checks, releasing them to the universe. Until then, I'll catch you next time. Don't forget to check out that video where I show you how to make your own digital abundance checks. I'll post that video here.